Well, hello and welcome to this Group C game between AGMK and, of course, Ittihad. AGMK find themselves eliminated, but will be playing for pride here, the Uzbekistan side. Bit of a free hit against the leaders of the group, Ittihad. Scene is set for what should be a game where pride should kick on the home side here. It is indeed the Markazit Stadium here in Stadium here in Omalik. It is a beautiful setting, officially opened in recent works in 2014. Houses around about 13,000 fans, and they are expectant fans, in fairness. An absolute hammering by Sepahan by 9-0 hasn't really given the manager too much room to manoeuvre, but they will need to try and restore some faith in their Champions League qualifying group stages. Their record in the Champions League isn't brilliant, just the 13th match of their campaign in the Champions League over the years, and having won 6 and lost 5. I would dearly like to just put a little bit of daylight between the wins and loss column. Chairman here, Alexander Farmanov, and his manager is Mirilov Kozimov, and he will be looking for his side to have a reaction. And of course, the last time I commentated on Ittihad, for want of a better phrase, it was Nuno Espirito Santo's side, but they are top of the table. And they're top of the table courtesy of having 3 wins and 1 defeat in their games. And their games really were, well, they did have 3 points awarded to them in a game against Sepahan due to different issues, but they beat Algeria 1-0, and they also lost as well in the reverse game, which was a 1. It was a very poor game as well. And there we are, the AGMK Sports Complex is the venue. Match day 5 of Group C. AGMK 4 defeats and just the 2 goals scored in qualifying so far. They want to rectify that. They are eliminated, but Ittihad are well in control of the group at the moment. Pole position, one would say, to progress. Nice little 14 degrees. Good weather for playing football, I would have to say, because you've got to run around, keep warm at the Omalik Stadium here. But, it has certainly got a little bit on it, in fairness, in this game. We look at Ittihad, their record in the Champions League. They won it in 2004 and 5. They've been semi-finalists in 2011 and 2012. A few years missing due to financial issues, but their Argentinian manager, Marcelo Gallardo, will be looking at their recent form, which is just 1 win in their last 7 games. They currently sit 4th in their league. They have had 4 draws in that, but they're obviously a side that are struggling to find a degree of consistency in their game, and they have made quite a few changes to the side that originally played AGMK. They've normally favoured, under Nuno Espirito Santo, 3 at the back with 2 wing backs, but a few of those players have been dispensed with. The 2 sides being welcomed out onto the field of play, and we'll go through the team news very shortly, but they have made 4 changes to the side that lost 2-0 to Algeria in their last game. So it is the same as well, in fairness to the Uzbekistan side. They've made a few changes, 4 changes to their last game as well. Navy blue and all white Will it be all white on the night for the side from Al Ittihad, who will look to progress? And in fairness, when looking at the records of the two sides, should have enough in the locker. But as we all know, football isn't about form guides, isn't about paper, isn't about what should happen. It's about the players on the park as they go through their preliminaries. Big names can be grounded by hard work and endeavour. Smiles for now. But AGMK will definitely be looking for something here to salvage what has been a pretty miserable Champions League campaign. But a man they'll be expecting a lot of today, the man from Celtic. Anyway, let's have a little look. Let's tell you about the changes. At the back, out go Bursinov and Komilov. They are replaced at the back by Tukta Hujayev and Denison. And the other changes come further at the park. Siviash is in for Kazanov, and Kazimov in the middle of the park is removed by Rustimov. Here we are, there's the referee today, Mohamed Taki from Singapore, assisted by Komin Kiat and Abdul Hanan Al Hassan. And of course the officials there as well. Kamis Al-Mari from Qatar is on the VAR, and the fourth official, Wiwat Champaun from Thailand. Siviash is in the squad, but let's have a little look at Al Ittihad. As I say, made quite a few changes themselves to the lineup. The last one in there, but most notably, it's still Karim Benzema that leads the line, and Fabinho in the middle. Luis Felipe back in the back four. They will hopefully have enough to go through this. A very short bench because of injuries for Al Ittihad, and plenty to call on for AGMK. Rituals now for the players. The use of gloves by some players. Run around, sir, run around. And I don't mean the goalkeepers. Well, the kickoff is going to be taken by Al Ittihad. Final preliminaries now. All about the football. Siviash will hope to have an impact on today's game. Mohamed Taki places the ball on the spot. Lively atmosphere inside as we have an interloper onto the field of play. Some concerned looks. Always a concern. Just to heighten the tension for the players, really. A little bit of a dwelling, but like the delay before a penalty kick. Most players just want to get their foot on the football now, release any nerves and just enjoy what's about to happen for 90 minutes. And that is the start of the game. Al Ittihad. Shot up. Gandhi just the man that's going to operate in the middle of the park alongside Fabinho. Benzema with no chance of pulling that down, and Denisov will just spin away, play it down the line on the far side. Yusuf back to Denisov, who just tries to lift it forward. Who's going to get that all-important spell on the football, or indeed the first goal? I can tell you, he's just got the first foul of the game. Siviash has decided that I'll just let him know I'm around. Shankiti. Luis Philippe and Kadish. Surface looks good. Ramos out, back to Kadish. Jota with the flick, easily read on this near side by Dalayev. Rustamov puts it high in the sky. Fabinho with the header. Rachmanov gets it down. Benzema with the first effort. Good take at the air there. Nice hands there by Rustam Rahimov. Stuck in the gloves. He'll be pleased with that. Don't see a lot of keepers nowadays catching the ball, but Mr. Kazimov there will be pleased that that's stuck in the gloves. It'll give his keeper no end of confidence. Verbal atmosphere, a burbling atmosphere around this stadium. Tend to see Al Ittihad control the football. 3-0 they won in the first group game against AGMK at home. That's a very loose touch there by El Gandhi. Real chance to break forward. Real opening here. Siviash wants a little too long. Found a lovely pass near side, but in the end the cross goes in by Tursunov, but headed away for the first quarter. Marcelo Gallardo wouldn't have been too happy with El Gandhi's pass there. Tursunov to whip this in. Fabinho gets a little ricochet there and coming in just behind. They're looking for the corner. I dare say I thought that did come off the back of an Al Ittihad player. Boaki still protests that it should be a corner. Referee having none of it. And it is indeed off the derriere, one would say, or the Maximus Gluteus, Glutimus Maximuses of Al Gandhi. Mahmoud. Siviash is popping up all over the park, and he's going to be a free spirit, you fancy, today for AGMK. Benzema not with the greatest touch. Tied it up in the middle of the park by Rachmanov. A little too strong there with the challenge on Bamasud by Boaki. Fabinho. Options. Cut out rather easily. Good break here. Rustamov, though. Second touch was a wee bit heavy. Fabinho thought he was fouled. Al-Amri's got to deal with this. And does very well. Tied us up nicely on the far side. Dennis off there with a nice little handshake. Shankiti wants options, but it's very flat-footed. Well, that wasn't a bad ball as well. Just turned around the corner there by Kozimov. Just opened up the face almost of his foot. Just popped it through the gap, but teammate not on the same wavelength. Benzema, Shankiti. Got to give their fans something today. You fancy AGMK. That last defeat was, some are forgivable, some are forgettable, but 9-0 unfortunately gets etched onto the memories and scars you to a degree there. Denisov took a chance but got away with it. Madaliev will have a chance to head it on again. Kadish is beaten in the air by Bamasoud. Boyaki with a shot, took it early. Covered off by the Brazilian Luis Felipe. Looks a willing target man, doesn't he, young Boyaki? Not a lover of the football being played inside the 6-yard box. But that's just a personal aspect. But the quality of players that Al Ittihad have, I suppose they feel confident in doing so. Bamasoud, lovely drag back there by Ahmad Allah, but couldn't be picked up by Karim Benzema. Jota now, chance to drive at his man, will take on Ahmad Daliev. Clips it in, running in between. That's not a bad run in between. Always hopeful that he was going to get the ball if it came through, but defensively cleared nicely by AGMK. Kadish. Header away there by Rachmanov. They like to play it in tight areas, and Ahmad Daliev gets it forward. Siviash, it's dispossessed. Nice work there by Ahmad Allah, but again it's all a little frenetic. Lovely touch by Terzanov, gets out of his feet really quickly. It's a decent crossfield switch as well. Chance on the far side, Gisoyev, Denisov, well, he won't be proud of that. Holds his hands up. It's a lovely set-up play. I'll possibly watch that again, and Denisov was always trying to get there. Wasn't quite as far forward as he would have liked to have got that cross in, so therefore came into the football a little bit quick. And therefore it's skewed away off the outside of his left boot. Kadish, Bamasoud, Jota, it's not great. Chance to go forward yet again. Ahmad Daliev, real chance here, lovely touch, counter chance by Baraki, it goes down. Referee says nothing doing. And the break's going the other way. You can sit and protest all you like, but your players have got to get themselves back. Benzema picks up the ball, 25 yards out. Jota, overlapped by Benzema, gets the ball through his feet, pulls it back, and suddenly Terzanov is the man that has to clear it. Siavash, again, just can't afford to give the football away. AGMK, they worked hard to get it, they've just suffered a little fright. Benzema, overlapping run by Shankiti. Ahmad Allah, little give and go, the turn. Shankiti to put it in again, nice flicked away, near side. Ahmad Daliev gets it away. That's a nice touch by Boyaki. He's going to have to do it all on his own though, because there's not a navy blue shirt anywhere near him. This time he finds Terzanov. Siavash tries to get down the outside, but let's just pop the ball out of play because we have an injury further up the field. And a little soupçon of football just moments ago. You realised exactly how much that could be. Just a touch from the recovering defender there. Faisal Al-Ghamdi just getting there in time. Or did he? I'd like to see that one again. I'm sure the VAR team have had a little look at it anyway. I had 2 looks at it. First time I thought it was definitely not a penalty, and the second time I thought, what did he get there? That's your commentator getting the benefit of a replay as well. Tricky character already in the opening moments for AGMK there, Siavash. Kurdish will thump it long so that the side from Uzbekistan can crack on with the football. Tuktak Hujayev going to clip this forward. Again, Buaki brings it down nicely. Yusuf. Push them off back. They're working hard. The man with the hardest line to pronounce in football for me at the moment. Tuktak Hujayev doesn't play the ball with any degree of accuracy. Possibly to say the same about my pronunciation, but I'm pretty sure I'm close to it. Shankiti gets it back by Ahmad Allah. Time and space here. Faisal Al-Ghamdi, Jota, Masood gives him an option. Al-Ghamdi, Jota, round the corner from Benzema. Masood, bit of space to run into, trapped by Siavash, but it's back at the Jota again after a touch from Benzema. Excellent defensive work by Ahmed Aliyev. Oh, that's just killed the momentum there, that ball in behind his own player by Rustamov. That's allowed it to be pickpocketed back. Denisov with a wild slice up in the air. Terzanov showing his captain's fortunes, but just allows a toe out, and a real chance here for the break on by Benzema. Gets a shot in, again straight into the midriff there of Rahimov. Well, we can see who's going to cut out the running, and that's going to be Al Ittihad, and we can see who needs to cut out the mistakes, and that'll be AGMK. Got to be more frugal with losing possession. Rachmanov, lovely crossfield ball, should have been played there by Terzanov, but again Denisov had absolutely no chance there of getting to it. Just kept the angles always narrowing there from Karim Benzema, and Rachmanov knew that the more he kept that angle tight, the less goal that Rahimov needed to cover. Shankiti, Giasov. Got the throw. Giasov goes for the return. Siavash. Right idea, but could have done with a little call from behind him to exactly where his teammate was, because they've turned over possession again. Jota, Masood on his near side will pick it up and go forward. Ahmad Allah with a chance now to turn. Al-Ghamdi, Fabinho, Al-Shankiti, Al-Amri, Al-Shankiti. Lovely work here. Al-Shankiti with a chance to pull it back. Jota's there, everybody's there, but he doesn't find anybody. Hacked away somewhat by Tuktak Hujayev. And finally, Buaki gets a little bit of a coming together on the halfway line with Luis Felipe, and that's exactly where you want to be giving away a free kick 4 or 5 yards inside your opposition half. as far away from goal as possible. Ahmad Daliev. Rachmanov tears it off. Have a run at that. Ahmad Daliev will get there. Might not do the best, but he's profited from a slip there from Mahmoud. Siavash. Ahmad Daliev. Oh my word! I'm not sure that I'm going to give that player the benefit of the doubt that he saw the flag about to be raised as he came into the back post, because I thought he pulled out the header. Where the flag's going to go up, and Kirsov comes in. No, he didn't see the flag. Match day 5 here in Group C. Will all of the possible permutations be settled in today's round of games? They will. It's very close. Al Ittihad top with 9 points, Sefahan with 7, and Air Force with 7 as well. How big was those 3 forfeited points by Air Force? Done well to make something out of it. Slightly behind him that throw. Kozimov drilled it against his opposition number and managed to get the rebound, and AGMK have kept it up. Lovely touch there. Ahmad Daliev in the top. Headed away by Luis Philippe Algandi. No. Al-Amri was the man that was trying to get in behind Denisov, but Denisov put the header away. Al-Amri, Al-Shankiti, Fabino. We'll have to think about the confidence of AGMK in this game, having been some 9-0 in their last game. As I say, those sort of defeats do leave a big imprint on the mindset of players, and it's almost what I call an eggshell confidence that they play. Ball through the centre, Ahmad Allah. Great goalkeeping by Rahimov. When I talk about eggshell confidence, they're out there goalless at the moment. Everything feels good, but the horrors of that 9-0 humiliation will be certainly fresh in their mindset should they go a goal down. Nice feed by Algandi. Jota being tracked all the time. Evades a rather agricultural looking challenge. Chance to get the ball in the box. Lovely header away by Denisov. Fabino with time and space now to bring it down. Al-Shankiti tracked on the far side by Giasov. Al-Amri offers himself. Karim Benzema getting involved outside the penalty area. Takujayev gets it away. At the moment you feel there's more containing from AGMK. Long ball forward. Keeper does well there, Rahimov. Good starting position. Then he's off. Running behind by Giasov. Couldn't get away from his defender. Al-Shankiti, and Luis Philippe has all the time in the world to pick out Al-Ghamdi. That's been a few errors, and that was another one there. That's a pass which bisected, sadly, not the defence, but his own players there from Al-Ghamdi, which has put AGMK back in possession. Rachmanov. Siavash going very deep to get involved with the play. Denisov is an option for him, back inside. Siavash. I like the fact that he wants the football. His manager might not be too impressed with the fact he's coming so deep to do so, but Rustamov plays it near side. Ahmad Daliev goes for the 1-2. Ahmad Daliev with a cross. Shankiti with the easy clearance, in fairness. Siavash this time has given it in an awkward position. Al-Amri on the drive. Al-Amri with Benzema to his right, and to his left is going to be Hamad Allah. Hamad Allah, can he make it one? Good save by the keeper, Rahimov. Again, the warning signs for AGMK. You get the ball away in dangerous areas, they do pounce quickly. That's a very good save, in fairness, and to smother the rebound, as we would call it in ice hockey, was excellent work. Underworth under pressure, puts it forward. Denisov has allowed Underworth chance just to pick the ball up and roll it out, as you can see. Underarm to, I would say, young Fabinho. He's young to me, but maybe not to others. Jota, Benzema. Fabinho trying to orchestrate things. Hamad Allah, Bamasoud. Good discipline, though, from the side from Uzbekistan. They'll be happy that they can play square, but it's when Ittihad want to spring the trap that could be the issue. And that's again a little bit of a loose ball, which just forces Luis Felipe to go back and offers a glimmer of hope for Buaki to get onto that ball. Jota, Bamasoud willing outside of him. Jota gets a give and go with Al-Amri. Benzema gives the ball away, and Giasov goes back to Rahimov, who just thumps it away, and a little bit aimless, and tempo drops somewhat in the game. Whistle blown. If somebody's actually pulled up with a little bit of a knock that I can see, it was drawing the attention of the referee. You can see that replay of that save by Rahimov. It's Rustamov that has gone down. It was alarming when players like that go down. Kozimov is about to come on. Makes you wonder if Rustamov was actually carrying a knock ahead of the game with the preparation of the substitute so quickly and so readily. You could talk to many professional footballers and say just one question to them: if you ever get the chance to go face, how many times do you go onto the football field 100% fit? And the chances of that actually happening for footballers is very, very low. They're often carrying some knot, they're often carrying some sort of thing that they can play through, but they very rarely go onto a field of play 100% fit. And you do fancy there with Rustamov that he's possibly had a knot before, maybe aggravated it. There's a few eyebrows being raised there that you can see and I can see. Talking to himself. Decisions will have to be made shortly on his participation in the rest of the game, you feel. Karesh, Bamasoud, option again, left back all the time. Fabinho strolling into an area that's not seen today. Jota taking on his man. Ahmad Dalia, good block there by the right back. Fabinho gets a little chance to put it back. That's a nice ball. Al-Amri! Snapshot from high and wide. Will be of some concern for that man in your picture, Rahimov, that some of the Al-Ittihad players are just wandering into space. Could have been tracked by the midfielder that is currently being attended on the side of the pitch, but either way, not good for Rahimov to see space and a white shirt inside his own 18-yard box. It's goalless after 25, but you have to say that it's been a An interesting few moments. Looks like Islamov has come back on, but in his first effort to try and do a sprint has gone down again. Whether that's just a cunning plan by the man out of Baldrick's thought process to buy a bit of time to get their substitution right. I don't, but instead of wandering off this time, he will be escorted off by 4 people stood on either corner of the stretcher. Doesn't look as though this is going to be him returning this time, and it will be Kozimov that comes on to replace him. Well, back to 11 against 11. Masood, well, when Kozimov is actually allowed on. Siavash does well to win it back, but Siavash is certainly... Akhmadaliev doesn't want to be trying that there, and nor, in fairness, does Rachmanov want to do that there either. Turznov with a cute turn, but was never going to keep the flick in. Kozimov is on. Played in the last game, which was a 9-0 defeat against Sepahan. Well, he's got a chance for atoning that. He's dropped to the bench today. No stranger to Champions League football. Luis Philippe Benzema with the flick. And there's my man Tuktak Hujayev to get it back to his keeper. The crowd's fallen into a little less of the hubble and bubble that we heard at the start. It's more of a hum around the stadium. Gozimov now with a chance to cut inside. He's done well here, Gozimov. Pulls it back. Oh, that was a lovely step over by Siavash. You do wonder if he's maybe a little bit of a class apart in terms of his maverick sense of playing football. Well, Gozimov has broken the line here. Al-Shankiti is trying to hold him up. It's done well to hold him up. And Al-Shankiti has done well to end up kicking on the back of the leg of Gozimov. There's a train of thought going around in my head that says that AGMK, if they get chances like they just have with the long ball over the top, need to make the most of them. A nice smile from your commentator there as we saw the replay of Gozimov's little impingement on the kicking ability of Al-Shankiti. It's a job I've done before myself in my playing days. Ahmed Allah gets the goal, and in the end, through the keeper, Rahimov, and it's 1-0 on 30. It was just direct as direct can be, but Ahmed Allah took the ball on, and really, when it came down to it, Akhmadaliev really didn't cover himself with glory, and he drove it through this time, through the body, through the legs of Rahimov for 1-0 to Ittihad. Great ball by Fabinho, and this is where Akhmadaliev didn't really get across and do enough. And of course, as soon as the header went the way, it was a good header, good cushion first touch by Ahmed Allah, off his arm or his shoulder, but he really just gave it everything he had in his boots, and it was through the body of Rahimov. And And that's 1-0 to Al Ittihad. And Ahmad Daliev has to be a little stronger there, got the wrong side of his man. Nice finish though. Now will be the measure of that eggshell confidence I spoke to if you were with us earlier on. You have to remember that the side in navy blue here, AGMK, are off the back of a 9-0 rout against Sepahan. Siavash has caught my eye in today's game, where there's been some players on show. Lovely touch there by Al Ghamdi. Real chance here for Al Amri now. Al Amri with targets there. Benzema a chance again. Turns, got two in front of him, and in the end just runs out of room. Al Amri, Al Ghamdi, Fabinho. Well, it was more frenetic defensive work there. Al Shankiti to Bamasoud that averted the crisis there, but again they're picking holes up in front of the Uzbekistan side. Cross goes in. Tahujayev heads it towards Denisov, and Denisov really, what an uncomfortable looking attempt to get the ball under control, has put it away for the first corner of the first half for Al Ittihad. This is you'll often hear of great teams that seize the moments. Corner swung away from goal, headed away by Bouaki. But this is one of those moments in a game where it can be won very quickly here by Al Ittihad. So Tursunov with a crossfield ball, and it's not a bad crossfield ball as well. Bit of an option here for Kozimov. Two Kozimovs in the middle of the park. He's the original. Luis Felipe was a little too hard with the challenge. But this is, you often hear people in team sports that say there was a moment where they could go and take the game away from the opposition, and that is right now Al Ittihad have that sense, and they will sense that there's a possibility here. Kozimov on this near side. Kadesh caught late there, totally innocently there by Rachmanov. But this is where, as I say, AGMK are going to be vulnerable. They've just gone a goal behind. They're coming off the back of a 9-0 humiliation against Sepahan. They're playing the top of the table side, so they will be now thinking we mustn't concede. They'll be thinking more about not conceding in the next 10 minutes than they'll think about scoring. I can guarantee you that. They want to be tight, they want to be compact, they want to get themselves back with a little bit of confidence in the game against the Group C leaders. Bouaki with a header. Luis Felipe, Kadish, Al Ghamdi wants to thread it through, and now has threaded it through to Al Amri. Al Shankiti's gone on the overlap. Al Shankiti with a real chance, clips it back. Hamad Allah gets number 2. Is the flag up for offside though, because Karim Benzema was in a very, very offside position, although took no part in the play. Al Shankiti with the cross. Lovely bit of combination work down the right. And it looks as though it's 2-0 to Al Ittihad, and that's exactly what I was demonstrating to you just moments ago, the vulnerability of AGMK. They just wanted to keep it tight. They weren't really fussed about getting forward and scoring. They wanted to get a bit of confidence back in the game, and it shows you how quickly it can go. Al Ghamdi outside of Denisov. Al Amri, Al Shankiti pulls it back, and Hamad Allah with his second goal of the game. It really was quite simple ultimately. don't think you can say that Karim Benzema is interfering with the goalkeeper's vision, because the goalkeeper's nowhere in the middle of his goal. And Hamad Allah, inside the first 45 minutes, finds himself with 2 goals. They are just checking it with the VAR, as you can see. For me, and this is just your commentator going, you know, no offside. Shades of a lace, a little bit of a finger, or a big toe being offside is, I don't think, warrants these goals being ruled out when the set squares and protractors are placed on. I think you know when somebody really has stolen a march on somebody else for an offside. But that's just your own commentator's thoughts on VAR. But it's 2-0. Hamad Allah with a double. To Al-Shankiti, whose combination work with Al-Amri down the right for Al-Ittihad was lovely, just completely bamboozled, and gave Denizov, the left back, no chance to recover. Bamasoud. Keresh to Luis Felipe. Try and put yourself in the mindset now of AGMK starting to chase shadows in front of their own crowd, which has now been pretty much silenced by those 2 goals by Hamad Allah. And concerns will be running over Benzema. Al-Amri, step over by Jota. Benzema tries to find Bamasoud. The sliding wasn't good from Kozimov, and again they still keep working the ball around. Al-Amri, the main man, heads it away for a goal kick. Karim Benzema. And in the mind of great strikers, Karim Benzema will be thinking, it's my turn to score. I need to get on the score sheet. There'll be a little edge of desperation. All strikers want to score goals. And he'll be wanting to get on the score sheet, I can guarantee you that, for absolutely nothing. Tursunov. I think that was him off, the manager of AGMK, will have serious concerns about that pass from Bamasoud to Al-Shankiti. There's a little bit of ride. Fabinho, Jota, Keresh, Luis Felipe. Hamad Allah to Al-Shankiti. They're knocking it around here. They're under no real pressure. Always somebody willing on that pass from Fabinho. Has only found Denizov, who goes all the way back to Rahimov. Decent play this time. Siavash. Kozimov. Bouaki. Oh, got something on it, but it's gone across the face of goal. Ahmad Daliev. Tursunov, can he find a decent ball in? It's not a bad looking ball in. Flicks off the head of Fabinho. Kozimov to Kozimov with the shot. And the first time that the keeper, Al-Muaf, was asked to sully the knees with some pitch. Struck it well. A lovely little step over, and again he's got it back from Benzema. Benzema, give and go with Al-Amri, give and go with Al-Amri. Benzema, this would be a goal. What a good save that is by Rahimov. Two give and goes there by Al Amri with Benzema. Siavash. Oh, I don't think you're going to get that, Al Ghamdi. You run into him. Kozimov plays it out to Denisov. Denisov finds Kozimov. Kozimov, the diagonal. Picks out Ahmed Daliev. Decent in there. Kozimov gets it down under pressure. Just enough pressure there from Al Shankiti meant he took it in the nape of the neck or on the Adam's apple. But again, more cultured football coming from Al Ittihad, but noise has just gone up a bit. At least the Uzbekistan crowd trying to take the players up to inspire them to go forward. That's going to be offside, I would have thought. Kozimov, and it is indeed. Give and go once and then twice, and then Benzema with the presence of mind, he's still got the shot off, and it's the long elasticated right leg of Rahimov that ends up with it. But this is very tiptoeing through the tulips, really, in fairness. Told you he wanted to score some goals today, Mr. Benzema. Chance to build again, Kozimov. Inside to Kozimov. There's a substitute, Kozimov. Trying to stand it up near side. Barmasoud with the header away. Jota with the first time flick. Chance just evades the head there of Benzema. Tursunoff, the captain, got back to clear that one up. Again, try and break down the far side. Denisov. Tursunoff. Rachmanov. Ahmed Daliev. Good challenge coming in there by Barmasoud. Ball breaks to Jota. Jota, lovely ball inside. Hamad Allah. Al Amri's got a bit of space to work in. Almost playing spaces today. It's blocked by Kozimov, but Benzema's first to react. Fabinho, Al Shankiti, Al Amri. Just in a comfortable mode here for the league leaders, or Group C leaders, I should say. Barmasoud. Jota. It's when the move breaks down further up the field from AGMK that Al Ittihad look at their dangerous. Al Shankiti again now. Got a chance. Al Amri makes the run. Fabinho. Jota's just inside him, but elects to go outside. Little scoops around the corner. Al Shankiti won't get that. If Al Ittihad go from side to side, and AGMK get themselves in a solid sort of 11 behind the ball. But if AGMK there's their need now to attack Al Ittihad, lose the ball just over the halfway line or in the opposition half. The break from Al Ittihad is sudden, swift and quick. Tursunoff throws his head back there because Kozimov was told to turn round and played a backward pass, and Denisov's first touch is Ended up in a tackle virtually. 4 additional minutes to be played here at the end of the first period then. Goal scored twice by Hamad Allah. Tursunov. Kozimov. Siavash. Bit of space, finds space everywhere. Drives in at Al-Shankiti. Lovely chance here. Kozimov curls it wide. Head in hands moment there, because there's a sort of options that and opportunities that aren't coming for AGMK too often. And when you're a side that are struggling with confidence, etc., you suddenly find yourself with your strike rate having to be pretty impressive from chances created just to stay in games. And by that I mean, if you're making 8 or 9 chances, you can afford to have a 25% strike rate and get 2 out of those 8 chances. But with the chances not being so prevalent for AGMK, their strike rate's got to be pretty high. It's almost got to be 100% to stay in the game. Al-Ghamdi and Fabinho. Faisal Al-Ghamdi thought he was fouled. Siavash was a man that was all over him like a rash. Kadish, Masood. Fabinho popping up at right back. There's Felipe. Fabinho. Benzema. Lovely one round the corner to Al-Amri. Attention to the ball, good here from Al-Ittihad. Benzema. Siavash tries to deal with him, but he still manages to find a pass to Al-Shankiti. Al-Amri back to Benzema. Benzema to Jota to Fabinho. Close quarter football, really good there, but yeah, you can smile all you like with the substitute. Kozimov gets himself a yellow card. It's for a minimum of 4 minutes here. As soon as he caught the standing leg, and I have to say, fair play to the referee here, Mohamed Taki. That's a very, very good production of the card in under 3 seconds. And it's up there in the commentators' list of speediest production of a yellow card, just outside the top 4. A real chance here late on in the piece here. Hamad Allah stands over it, Al-Ghamdi as well. Hamad Allah, well, he tried the knuckle ball. He's somewhat disappointed with the actual finished product though. That's where you drive into the ball with the knuckle of the big toe to see if you can get some dip, swerve and ping. But the referee says that that is enough for the first 45 minutes. There's been a first 45 minutes that's possibly gone to script. That man in your picture with 2 goals. Hamad Allah on 30 minutes. A little bit of weak defensive work by Ahmad Daleev, who got the wrong side, fired it through the body of Rahimov for 1-0. And then turns it in from a lovely bit of work after Al-Ittihad had broken down the left of the defence of AGMK. Al-Shankiti pulled the ball back and took out both the keeper and defender at the time, which left Hamad Allah with a nice easy chance to put it in just 4 minutes later, as you can see. And at the break here at the Al Malik Stadium, it is AGMK 0, Al-Ittihad 2. Hello and welcome back to this Group C game here in the AFC Champions League, where there's a bit of work to do for AGMK. They trail by 2-0 at the break here, and the OKMK Sport Majdumwasi Stadium is the venue, and AGMK, off the back of a 9-0 defeat against Sepahan, find themselves behind, and one would say they find themselves in a little bit of a worry regarding what Ittihad could do to them. 2 Hamad Allah goals in the first half. I've seen the writing a little bit on the wall for the Uzbekistan side here in Group C. Let's run through your sides. Start with the home side. In goal, Rahimov, and they have a back four. On the right, it is Ahmad Daliev, and on the left is Denizov. Centre halves are Rakhmanov and Turktahujayev. And we have 2 Kozimovs now in the defensive midfield roles. One on the yellow card, and then they have Siavash, Turzanov and Giasov in behind Bouaki at the top of the park. For Al Ittihad, it's Al Muaf in goal. Left back Bamasoud, right back is Al Shankiti, Luis Philippe and Kadish are the centre halves. Al Ghamdi, Fabinho and Al Amri, and then up front it's a trio of Jota, Benzema and Hamad Allah, who scored the 2 goals, flanking the man through the centre from Real Madrid. Your referee today is Mohamed Taki from Sikampur, assisted by Ronnie Mikiat and Abdul bin Abdul Hassan. 4th official is Wiwat Jumpun from Thailand, and VAR is Khalis Mohamed Al-Mari from Qatar. Down to the task at hand now, and the task at hand is quite simply AGMK. They will have had some words in their ears at the break to try and put some confidence back in their boots, which would have been a little bit shattered at the break. Turzanov, Denizov, Siavash tries to get it inside, but Fabinho should tidy it up. Ahmad Allah thought he could foul. Siavash breaks forward. Chance here. Lovely bit of footwork. Turzanov! And the second save of the match for the Saudi keeper from Al Ittihad on the left. Bright start from AGMK. Bit of space here. Yosimov. KSA was a wee bit short there to Kozimov in the middle of the park. And Luis Felipe finds Bamasoud. Bit of space here. No pressure on Fabinho there. Picks out a nice pass to Jota. Jota driving forward. Benzema. Rahimov across the face of his goal. I think he had his angles covered well there. Siavash. Across the back line it goes. Rachmanov took Tahujayev. Near side, Kozimov. Crossfield again, bit of space on the far side. Ahmadaliev in, Buaki tries to get it down. Marshaled by the Brazilian Luis Felipe, but Denisov with a cushioned head up. Kozimov again. Kozimov tries to go inside. Al-Shankiti just clears it. Lamassoud. Benzema. Hamad Allah. Has it taken off his toes? Denisov. Kozimov. Buaki. Kozimov B, the substitute. Only man on the yellow card, in fairness. Akhmadaliev, supported by Turzanov. Turzanov, can he find a decent delivery? Moment it just sort of slipped away. Akhmadaliev again. Siavash. They can't afford to give away chances. Lovely feet there, driven forward here by Hamad Allah. Karim Benzema trying to go through. Out comes Rahimov. Lovely starting position and lovely hands. The shot from earlier on, just wide. I think the keeper had that measured. Rahimov. Well, that looks like a foul all day long. Kadesh over the top. Turzanov wants to go early, but Buaki holding his head and Kadesh holding his sternum. More on the way down that Buaki felt the blow on the top of his head. It's lively in the first few moments. Centre forward for AGMK, but supply line somewhat been a little less frequent. Siavash. Kozimov. Siavash again. Denisov, can he find a decent cross? He's asked a lot of himself, and in the end, Luis Felipe heads the ball away. Al-Amri tries to get it further up the field of play. Hamad Allah, Al-Ghamdi. Real chance here for Jota. Jota's got options out to his left if he can find Benzema. He's held off the attentions of everybody, but in the end, his efforts were not rewarded, and it was picked off by AGMK. Al-Amri dived in a wee bit there. Kozimov tried to get past Al-Shankiti, who just put it out of play. Siavash Denisov. Buaki gets around Luis Felipe, but the centre forward's got to find himself. He's in the left flank. Siavash. Well, they're in a commanding position and look better on the football. Well, Ittihad just showing why they've been slightly indifferent in form in the Saudi Pro League at the moment. They're quite fragile. Al-Ghamdi. Hamad Allah, Benzema. Hamad Allah, Benzema. He'll want to pull the trigger here. Looked for the overlap from Al-Amri. Gandhi though. Al-Amri away from Siavash. Lovely feet. Held up by Kozimov. Masoud. Hamad Allah. Amarala, Benzema. Headed away by Denisov. Ahmed Daliev gets it away. Fabinho will keep the pressure on near side Al Shankiti. Well, Gozimov stands up tall and gets the ball out of play. Marcelo Gallardo is on. Will fancy or want his charges, so maybe just put it right to bed. No, he's tucked in AGMK in terms of bed phraseology, but he just needs it finished. Bamasoud, Benzema gets it back. Oh, lovely play, Al Shankiti. Can he pick out a white shirt? Well, Denisov made sure he couldn't get through his body. It's a corner, only the third corner of this game. Well, what can they fashion this way? That man won his hat-trick. Jota to deliver. And coming together there. Rachmanov fouled by Benzema. Long crossfield ball. Taken on by Shankiti, and Jota popping up this time on the right instead of the left, but dispossessed by Kozimov, who finds Gozimov. Kozimov will get his back to Siavash. Siavash with a shot, deflected away off Al Shankiti. And it's a corner to AGMK. Just checking it doesn't come off the arm. Arms across his body, so I don't think this is an unnatural position. Siavash, though, wouldn't be doing his job if he wasn't asking for it. Kozimov, the original, to take the corner. He's found his intended target, which is Gozimov. Gozimov with Bamasoud. Whipped in there, right across the face of goal. Turzanov, who came in around the back post. Again, classic, cut the socks off. If you're the kit man, you're not happy with that, you must go through a bundle of socks. Amarala. Benzema with a nice touch, but just allows Gozimov to get away with a Joe Cole turn. Siavash wants a free kick, not going to get it. Al Yamdi, Jota. Cross in front. Knocked away by my favourite, Tuktak Hujayev. Still, Ittihad with the more purposeful full side. Fabinho, El Ghamdi, Luis Felipe, Al Amri, Kadesh. Must feel lonely left in his own half by Al Ittihad in this period of possession of the football. Bamasoud. Here's Felipe. Faisal Gandhi. Amarala upended in the middle of the park. He's got to be careful. He's on a card already. Kozimov. you get in there? It's rather a rash one. I've seen yellow cards for less than that. He found himself a little bit lucky. Jota running in behind. Rahimov is out very quickly, very smartly in his orange top. Fabinho. Ahmad Allah. Benzema making an angle. Threads the eye of a needle, blocked this time. Goes him off. Siavash. He's got away from 2 or 3 there. In the end, he's just clipped on the front of the shin pad by Al Amri. Not your fault, I don't think, Mr. Faisal Al Ghamdi. I think you'll find it's Al Amri that come in with the final little flick of the ankle bone. Still a round of matches to go. Good running in behind this time. Tursunov gets it into the box. Little deflection doesn't fall kindly for AGMK. Al-Shankiti, Al-Muef, and Luis Felipe chips it out of play. Really not the place he was going to put it, and I shouldn't sort of splutter a touch there, but it did look rather calamitous touch there. AGMK with the corner, cards him off to take. Decent ball in, right across the face, and in fairness, Al-Muef's got nowhere near it. Hamanov was somewhat caught out by the fact that the keeper never got anything on it. Said in the first half that when you're left dealing with a few chances in a game, or creation of a few chances in a game, you have to have a very high conversion rate to stay in the game. And AGMK have not really taken those chances. They've had 4 or 5 good chances here, very presentable chances. Kadesh. Doesn't go in the middle of the park now. Al Ghamdi. Through. Al Amri with a chance to turn. Squared at Benzema. First touch is good, second touch not quite so good. But a deflection wide. Game just stretching a bit more now as AGMK trying to steal their way back into it. Well, Rahimov will take those every day of the week. Tries to set his side off. There's not really an option. Gozimov gets it down. Chased by Al-Shankiti. On the ground a little too easy for our referee today, Mohamed Taki's thoughts. Denisov gets it forward to Siavash. Quite the right execution of the pass there. Luis Felipe gets it to Al Amri. Well, Ittihad at the moment just conspiring to allow AGMK a sniff of a possible route back into this game, you fancy. Marcelo Gallardo will be hoping that his side can just get themselves that goal that will wrap it up, so to speak. Well, Mr. Kozimov, the Manager of AGMK will want his side to profit from one of these small but presentable opportunities that are coming their way. Again, a loose pass. Bouyaki tries to go in. Luis Felipe with the clearance. That quite a hefty challenge, but no foul. Jota on the break. Tursunov got back. Infield it goes this time to Hamad Allah, who's going to take a pot shot from distance. Rahimov has to take it on the bounce and force it away. Bouyaki is down at the other end. It was a hefty challenge, but it wasn't a malicious challenge. It goes long. It's a decent shot. It's an awkward one for the keeper, Rahimov, as it pops up. I think if that had bounced another 4 or 5 feet in front of him, I think the bounce would have been harder to read. Anyway, the corner's going to be swung in. Hopefully, Karim Benzema will hope for a better delivery from Jota than the last one. Jota to deliver again. Al-Amri trying to bring it down, does so. Well, he's given it a ping. And that's the nicest thing I can say about it, really. Siavash. Denisov. To Rahimov. It's you can play through the press there of Ittihad. Ahmad Daliev. There's a man that couldn't retain possession for long enough, though, for AGMK. Luis Felipe to Kadesh. At what point does Marcelo Gallardo look at his side and say, right, let's not go out for the third, let's game manage this. There's going to be a little bit of that now as we move into the 66th minute of the game. I think there's another 10 or 12 minutes of pressing for that third, and albeit goal to seal the deal, but after that you fancy they'll start thinking about just controlling the football and taking opportunities should they come their way, as opposed to trying to force them. Al-Shankiti, Luis Felipe. Al-Gandhi. Possession certainly going to be the name of the game for game management, and it's short give and goes, and good ball there by Benzema. Chance for the break for Al-Amri, kept it in play, as you can see. Decent ball in. Ahmad Allah with just the glimpse of an opportunity of planting a forehead on it to get it goalwards, and possibly thinking about taking a ball home with many signatures upon it. Referee today who's marshalled the game very well, Mohamed Saki from Singapore. Denisov with the throw, helped on by Bouyaki. The throw for Ittihad, although Felipe takes it from wherever he fancies, which was beyond the point of where he could have taken it, so that's okay. Kadish, Luis Felipe. Fabinho. Madala. Fabinho. Al Shankiti. Al Shankiti wins it. Fabinho with a chance here. Can he get onto the end of the loop by Al Amri? The answer to that is no. Former Q, I think, behind that sign. Gadesh. Al Ghamdi. Madala. Karim Benzema brings it down, back to goal. Support come from Jota. Benzema tried to get it across the field. Looked like a bit of arm there, but I think it was more of a deflected up onto it. Al Shankiti finds Al Amri. Al Amri. Al Shankiti again. The pair of them combine. This time it's a teasing ball across the face of the goal. Al Shankiti, Al Amri, everybody stand back and see the combination play. Such great telepathic display between those two down this near side. And they had each other's game inside out and have caused problems down this left-hand side of the defence of AGMK. Obviously culminating with a second goal, but it's been very, very intelligent play between the two. Underlaps and overlaps. Kadesh. Ahmadallah. Dispossessed. Kozimov to Kozimov. Kozimov now at Turzanov. Turzanov to Denisov. Siavash. Turzanov, Siavash again. Couldn't sit down for him. Nice little ball back by Kadesh. Al Mayouf. You're starting to get into the realms now where Marcelo Galado's side will look to start managing the next 20 regulation minutes. I hope we won't invite any undue pressure on themselves. Luis Felipe with a lovely breakout. Al Shankiti, here we go. Al Amri inside of him. Cross goes in. Cleared this time by Rachmanov. Rachmanov, I should say. Denisov. Kozimov. Siavash to Kozimov. Siavash onto the loose ball. Kozimov tries to get it back to Siavash. Siavash has got his body across the face of Cadiz. And Kozimov shows too much. The ball is effectively cleared. Al Amri with the combination play. It's more than comfortable, isn't it, really? Al Ittihad still having to be very cautious that they don't invite that undue pressure, as Denisov is not really covered himself in glory with that cross into the penalty area or beyond it. That man in your picture will still want his goal. He'll feel as though he hasn't contributed in his own mind, even though he has. It's the way strikers feel, unless the ball billows in the back of the opposition net from the boot or the head or the body or the torso. They often feel as though they don't contribute, so he will be pretty keen to find his name on the score sheet. Kozimov to Kozimov, whose chest stroke head doesn't come off. Al-Shankiti, Ahmed Allah. Well, they're in control of the football match, Al Ittihad, and they look to get their 4th win in the group. And depending on the game that will go on between Air Force and Sepahan in the next round of matches tomorrow, could well have put themselves in an unassailable position. This is match day 5 with just well, Al-Amri is going to be replaced by Abdul Rahman.
Al-Jama replaced by player number 24, Abdul Rahman Al-Obud.
And goes all the way through to Al-Mayouf. Well, this will certainly, if the score remains the same, Ittihad's up onto 12 points, and Sepahan and Air Force are the side that will be fighting out for 2nd position in the group. And a draw tomorrow between those two, only a possibility, but a draw would see Al Ittihad qualify as group winners. Al-Shankiti back to Al-Mayouf. Then is off. Kozimov. Siavash gears off. Siavash tries to get it back to Giazov. Siavash gets it. Giazov's down in a heap. I'm not sure if the referee's gone for the free kick there. I think he has. A little flick more than anything of the bodily part. Kozimov with the almost attempted shot, which is gathered at 2nd attempt by Al-Muwayth. Chance now for Al Ittihad. Benzema laid the ball out, but Jota won't get anywhere near that. Time just starting to dwindle away for the home side to make a mark. Rahimov with the kick out towards Boyaki, and Al-Shankiti is adjudged to have fouled him. Tirzanov. Tuk-Tuk Hujayev goes back to Rahimov. Some may have feared the worst today with this game after that defeat against Sepahan for AGMK, but they've remained in the game and they've managed to quell any real thoughts of a hammering at the moment. Tirzanov back it as Siavash. Kozimov. Rachmanov. Ahmed Daliev. Kozimov tries to get it back, but again well marshalled and finally thumped on by Kadesh. Kozimov, big raking crossfield ball there. Tirzanov found. Siavash with a bit of space. What can he fashion here? He's picked out a pass there to Giasov. Ahmad Adeev in, flicks off the head of Luis Felipe at the back. The shot's going to be turned in, but that's going to be offside surely. Bouaki, I think, is going to be ruled out offside myself. Bouaki turned it in. Shot came in from Tursunov. Sort of fell nicely for him. I need to see this. My gut feeling is that Bouaki is going to be ruled offside. They're wandering back, but I think the VAR man's going to have a look at this. Well, the classic VAR tension building now. He's offside there, and debatable with the second one. It looks as though it was miles offside, but maybe that he's just behind the line. I know the deflection off the defender, mate. But when the shot from Tursunov is actually played as to whether he's level, the deflection obviously would have been the last team touch, but it's whether he's level or beyond Luis Felipe. And the referee still waiting for the man that's looking at the television screens miles away. Plenty of changes going the way. This is Khalis Mohammed Al-Mari of Qatar that's having a little look. So some changes. Midfield change. Goal stands. No offside. It's 1-2. And exactly what Marcelo Gallardo did not want to happen has happened. There's now going to be 11 plus minutes left where they are going to find themselves under some serious pressure. Changes have been made. Jota's in behind, tries to hook it over the top. Rahimov always in the right place, so chance now for AGMK to try and find that little something. Side of the pitch, so AGMK start to work now. Kazanov is on. Also on is Mirak Madov. And the final change that was made just moments ago was Yurmatov on as well. Fabinho, Benzema, Jota. Denisov. Scorer, Bouaki. To try and make amends. Al-Shankiti works his way across the field. Ahmad Allah, good pace on the far side by Abdul Rahman. Ahmad Allah, Bamasoud. Rachmanov puts it high in the sky. Will it go away for a corner? The answer to that is yes. Well, still the sands of time not favouring the AGMK. Abdul Rahman about to take this. 83rd minute. Flicked on. Oh, what a save that is. Kadesh doesn't know how Rahimov has stopped that, and I tell you what, it's instinct. Absolute instinct. The speed that Kadesh had to react to, and then the save is brilliant. Kadesh goes up again. This time it goes over the top of the crossbar. Really unbelievable save this is. Point blank range. And Rahimov keeps his side in it with a reactive and instinctive block. Corner again, Jota to take, 84th minute. Well, Gandhi, good feed. Chance here, Kadesh wanted to pull the trigger. Ahmad Allah goes low. Rahimov's there, equal to it. Ahmad Aliyev, Turzanov. Good work by Turzanov there. Ahmad Aliyev. Ghaziov back this time. Turzanov. Wow, almost picked a pass there. And Akhmadov was the man that he wanted to find. Quite a game in between the sticks, hasn't he, today, Rahimov, for AGMK. A phrase in English football, a classic cliche for want of a better thing, when a side that should win does win, but not with the ease as expected. We often call it they've made heavy weather of it, and this is unnecessarily fraught with nerve endings at the moment for Al Ittihad, when it shouldn't really have been. Mirakborov. Real chance again. Yermatov. Rachmanov. This is not great, but Mirakborov held up by Fabinho. Denisov. Not the best touch there from the left back. Back inside it goes. Turzanov to deliver. It's gone for the diagonal. It's not a bad ball. Real chance here. Well, it was a languid sort of touch there by Mirakborov, but it's a corner to AGMK. Jota's about to be withdrawn from the action today. To replace him, Suwailan is about to come on. Corner, massive opportunity here. Kozanev to deliver. Out of the way at the front post by Benzema. And a lovely touch, Abdul Rahman on the charge. Denisov is struggling somewhat, head back. Abdul Rahman joined here by Benzema, forced wide by Mirakborov. Good play in the end. Not at all, number 14. Might have heard the phrase, it all becomes a little unnecessary, but it's been a little bit difficult. Denisov has gone off, and Buzinov comes on. Corner comes in, flicks off a couple of heads, and Luis Felipe shoulder bites off the ball by Rahimov. Yermatov, not the greatest pass on his near side. Buzanov trying to find his feet very quickly. He's going to run into the shape of Al-Shankiti. Fabinho wins it back. Hamad Allah. Will put the ball out of play. All a little unnecessarily fraught, you fancy, for Marcelo Galado's side. Well, there'll be a few minutes added on at the end of this 90 minutes as we approach the latter seconds of the 89th minute. Heavy weather by Al-Ittihad, who have possibly looked the more purposeful. And the only reason, in your humble commentator's view, that AGMK are actually in this game is the failure of Al-Ittihad to impress themselves in that big moment in the game where they knew that they could take the game completely away from the home side. And they've paid for that. I won't say profligacy, because there wasn't that many shots on target, but their ability to be in control of the football. Do you take your hat off to AGMK and say they sat in there and they've worked at it and done everything they needed to? As we watch the application of some correct bandaging to the right calf of Al-Shankiti. They've been the better side without just completely and utterly just making the game very safe. We've got just a minimum of 4 additional minutes, and that might have been quite upset as well. Just taking a swig of water, Hamad Allah, because he's been on 2 goals since the half-time break, and they were fashioning an opening and countering really well against AGMK and finding space, but in the second half has been a different story. We've almost felt as though they've won it and went into coasting mode, waiting for AGMK to get a goal on 78, which has just made the last 12 minutes of the moment a little bit uncomfortable for the side that have travelled from Saudi Arabia. Al-Mayouf goes long. Tirzanov back to Buzanov. Rahimov, not the most comfortable clearance, but the man with the bandaged calf, Al-Shankiti, tries to play it forward. And line it goes. Sweden, Buzanov puts it out of play. They'll just try now to see out the next 2.5 minutes of the minimum of 4 to be added on. Pulls him off with the header. Does he off? Lets it go out of play. A few more seconds will be ebbing away from the AGMK resurgence in this match, or possible resurgence. Al-Shankiti will take his time. And now goes for the swapping of the football. He's running close to a delaying of restart here. Hamad Allah. Buzanov gets the wrong side, pulls his man to the ground. Normally that striker would be looking to get himself into the penalty area and await a cross and a possible hat-trick, but who knows what's expected of him. This is off to the corner flag, down by the quadrant. take out a few more seconds. Abdul Rahman. Oh dear. Rahimov. Rachmanov. Opportunity for AGMK to try and drive forward one last time. Yurmatov being forced backwards. Took Tahumanjev. Quickly to a short pass. Tursunov heads it to Hamad Allah. Options to his left, and he's found Abdul Rahman. Benzema. Abdul Rahman into the closing stages of the minimum of 4 to be added on here. And Al Ittihad, should they get away with the 3 points here, would love to see a draw between Sepahan and Air Force tomorrow. And that would see them top the group. Swillim tries to go forward. Excellent work by AGMK. If they've got a chance here, Gozimov. Tursunov. Real last gasp saloon here. Tursunov knows he's got to pull the trigger at some point. Fabinho, coolness personified, picks the right pass. Benzema. Al-Shankiti not so clever with his touch, but manages to get past Yurmatov, and the referee says that's enough. It's 3 points to Al Ittihad. 2 goals in the first half within 4 minutes by Hamad Allah, causing the damage to AGMK in the first half. And for a best part of 75 minutes in this game, Al Ittihad had the whereabouts, the wherewithal and the nous to really go and win this game against a side that were reeling from a 9-0 defeat against Sepahan in their last match. But that man in your picture, Bouaki, managed to get one back, shades of offside, checked out, wasn't. Pulled AGMK into the game on 78, which meant that there was 12 nervous minutes for Al Ittihad. They now top the table with 12 points, and the 2 sides that follow them on 7 apiece. Sepahan and Air Force play tomorrow, and that will be a possibility of seeing Al Ittihad crowned as group leaders should that go the way of a draw. But you never know anything in football. Al-Shankiti and Al-Amri pretty much at prominence down the right for Al Ittihad in most of the game. Al Ittihad made heavy weather though ultimately in the game against the side AGMK, who sit at the foot of the table and have scored just 3 goals in some 5 group matches. But either way, it has now finished here at the stadium that is known as the KMK Sport Majumuasi Stadium here. It's finished with a victory to the Saudi Arabian side, who go on to 12 points and top the group. And as they make their way off the field of play, the final score, as I say, at the KMK Sport Majumuasi Stadium, it's finished here. AGMK 1, Al Ittihad 2. Thank you very much for watching.
boshlanadi. E'tibor yuringizlar, shaxmat futbollashi kerak. Sog' bo'ling.
Ya bitta o'yin ichida. Yo'l ketagani.
What was the biggest difference between the teams tonight? Hadikech, bugun jamoalar o'rtasidagi asosiy tafovut farq nimada edi?
Endi bugungi o'yin bitta biz emas, hammamiz bilib turibmiz, что Ittihod juda katta komanda. O'shaning uchun biz bugungi o'yinni muxlislarga bag'ishlaymiz. Biz faqat muxlislar uchun o'ynadik, chunki bizga gruppada chiqish shansi yo'q edi. O'shaning uchun qo'ldan kelguncha o'yinimizni ko'rsatdik.
What qualities can you take from tonight's performance into the final group game in 2 weeks?
Bugungi o'yindan o'zingizga guruhning so'nggi o'yin oldida qanaqa ijobiy taassurotlar olasiz?
Ijobiy taassurot stadionimiz to'lgani, ikkinchi bunaqa komanda bilan, yulduzlar yig'ilgan komanda bilan biz uchun motivatsiya. Guruhda oxirgi o'yin uyda edi, o'shaning uchun yaxshi o'yin ko'rsatishga harakat qildik.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله أولا على الفوز. ثاني شيء يعني أشكر اللاعيبة أنه تأهلنا للدور الثاني. أكيد أنه طموحنا كبير، أنه احنا نلعب في نادي كبير. طموحنا أنه نمشي إلى أبعد نقطة إن شاء الله في الآسيوية، وبإذن الله مباراة بمباراة إن شاء الله راح نكون أفضل إن شاء الله. The next.
What change has the new coach made to improve the team at Ittihad?
كل مدرب وله لمسته الخاصة. المدرب الجديد يعني ما عنده وقت كثير معانا، يمكن 4-5 أيام، لكن يبين أنه من المدربين الكبار، وإن شاء الله معاه راح نتحسن أكثر وراح نكون أفضل بإذن الله. أوكي.
You take the blue, yeah, you take the silver, right? Ball or side? Ball. Okay, I give you the ball. You take which side you want?